Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 33. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Number 87.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
This is good.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Brings up
free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw, and he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's
2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans 14. Jaguars nothing.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The 23-yard line.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he'll escape to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Watson going to try and run it. They get this out left, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on, and he knocks it through.
The score, Texans 35, Jaguars nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 35, Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, Watson. steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 14 yards. Brings up.
They'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
A loss of 10 yards.
They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Watson on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Texans.
Watson off play action. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brings up 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And the ball is knocked out. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And that's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
87.
From 21 yards away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Texans 49. Jaguars 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And he's gonna go down again. Miles Jack with a sack.
it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Watson gonna stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Flushed out right. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Johnson.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Miles Jack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this looks a lot like the last. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's